Extracting fuel from shale deposits is high on the news agenda.
Fracking isn't popular. These protesters near a test drilling site in Salford are fighting eviction.
But using shale as a source of fuel isn't new. Scientists were aware the deposits here in West Lothian in Scotland harboured huge quantities of energy as long ago as the 19th century. They actually sparked an oil boom. This striking man-made landscape is about all that's left of it.
I'm on top of what's known as a bing, a mountain made from the waste products of Scotland's industrial history. Now, Scotland is well known for its North Sea oil, but this is evidence of Scotland's original oil boom. And this one is very much on dry land.
It all happened thanks to a pioneering chemist called James Young. In the 1860s, he became an oil baron when he took oil shale mined locally and turned it into black gold in huge factories using a procedure called retorting. This is oil shale. It's made when silt and mud are laid down along with a load of organic matter, so stuff like algae. And then over millions of years, it's squashed, which turns it into this rock. But all that organic matter, the algae, turns into oil that's distributed throughout the oil shale. So to get it out, what you need to do is you crush it up like this, and then you heat it up. And what's going to happen is the oil turns into vapours. It turns into a gas, which begins to come off. And look, you can see it starting to come off. If I give that a smell, it smells like when they're laying a road. That's tar. It's essentially what we've got. And if you take the gases that are coming off this and allow them to condense, what you end up with is this, crude oil. But to get from this to this, you really need temperatures way in excess of 1,000 degrees and masses and masses and masses of crunched up oil shale. Perfecting this process meant that by 1912, Scotland's oil shale industry amounted to 2% of the total world oil production. And the bings are decades worth of crushed and baked oil shale piled up to 90 metres high. They remind us that this was a large-scale industry, employing thousands of people from local villages. Tony Kelly worked in the mines.
It was empty cart going in, and you filled it, and you pushed it back out again, and put in another cart, filled it, taken it back out, and it was about 21 tonne a day.
This was tough, manual work, with minimal amounts of machinery.
You knew you had done a day's work, because your boots were white with sweat when you came home.
And it was dangerous work too, using explosives to blow the shale seam apart.
Just like as if you were lighting a fire lighter at Guy Fawkes. Then you have to run. Run out the road.
But the oil shale industry is a thing of the past. It closed in 1962. The problem was cheap competition, largely from Middle Eastern oil extracted straight out of the ground.
It was a liquid oil that was held in big reservoirs deep beneath the surface. And if you could find those reservoirs, drill into them, it saved you all the problem and expense and difficulty of retorting the shale oil, which they had done in Scotland before.
Was there a legacy then from all this?
Yes, about the end of the shale oil industry in Scotland was the beginning of discoveries of natural gas and oil in the North Sea. And so the legacy of understanding the oil business and a pioneering, innovative spirit as to how to produce and how to work with oil was what came from the Scottish oil shale industry.
And we also have the bings. Some of them have been removed for use as hardcore in road construction. The ones that remain are a reminder of what once was and might be again.
On we go then from West Lothian to EastEnders.